All right. We live?
We're live. What's up, everybody? We are live at Lowbrow.
Oh shit, what up?
What's going on? Let us know if you guys can hear us okay. As usual, I got the same setup as the gaming one from yesterday, so hopefully it's...
Yeah, some Badniks. It's gonna be us.
Yeah, we watched the Sonic movie last night. It is a kids movie.
Some people are saying it's the greatest film of all time.
I'm not gonna argue that. I mean, what's the point, right?
I mean, can you really argue that some people are saying that?
That's true. It's an unprovable thing. So today we're gonna be doing some new Badniks.
Some Badniks.
Yeah.
Some dudes named Nick, and they're
And
bad.
They're not good guys.
And they're certainly not good.
Yeah. That was there will be spoilers ahead. There's going to be some spoilers just naturally. Since we saw it, we're going to be talking about the movie.
Yeah, we're gonna be spitting.
Yep.
So if you don't want the greatest film ever made to be spoiled for you, then you should leave now.
Yeah. That was what I was going to say though. Like I wanted some Badniks in the movie aside from like the drones and shit. It was just a lot of drones. I was hoping for some like crazy robot hybrid type deals.
Yeah, but we can't alienate any of the audience with something slightly strange or odd. So we better lean into the military theme because everyone loves the military. I mean, it's really understandable stuff.
Yeah. So I'm gonna get started then with so the Badniks are just like animal robot hybrid deals. Usually fighting Sonic for some reason. So
yes.
They're bad guys, hence Badniks. So I don't know, I need an animal suggestion. What do you got? Do you got one in mind already?
I have one that I'm gonna draw, yeah.
Alright.
It's like...
Why don't you go first?
Alright, cool. Yeah, I can speak on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me
Preach.
spit. Alright.
Switching seats. Switching it up, folks.
A couple little sketches before.
Travis is chatting.
Get back to work, Travis.
Yeah. Travis will be here in a minute. He's doing work.
Like
a Morty bot.
Like a loser.
Got an owl robot. That's a good one.
So I'm thinking...
Here's Travis.
I'm here and I've got a balloon.
Happy Valentine's, everybody.
It is Valentine's
Happy
Day.
V-Day, everyone.
Travis loves you.
Will you be mine and Mike's and Austin's?
Yeah. All together.
Will you be our fourth?
I like the eyeballs.
Yeah, so it's... I don't know what kind of bug this is. It's not a specific bug.
All right.
It's a stin bug.
I like it.
It's a strange
Get one of these
creature of my own.
so we can see my face.
Yeah. There you go. Get the mic out in the middle for everybody.
Did we tell everybody how awesome the Sonic movie was?
Yeah, we're talking the greatest film of all time.
Yeah.
Some people are saying this.
It was lit. It was pretty dope. It was a dope movie.
Yeah, I don't know if I would say that.
Amanda's here. Hi, Amanda.
Hey.
Rogelio Roca? So that was a cool shot from the first trailer of Robotnik actually looking like Robotnik Eggman. Just in the last 5 minutes of the movie, post-credits thing, like a lot of people predicted. Yeah, that was definitely, from the trailer, you know, he was like cool, slick Eggman or Robotnik for the bulk of the trailer. So you figure he's going to be like that for most of the movie, which was fine. He was pretty good in it. I liked what's his face.
Yeah, Jim Carrey
Carrey.
was a bit of a saving grace, I guess what you would call it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I thought he was awesome. That was like, at least for me, like pretty much the one redeeming quality of the movie was Jim Carrey's performance as Eggman.
He had the most laughs for sure.
He definitely was getting some chuckles out of me.
This Badnik is looking great.
Oh, thank you.
That's just like a helicopter blade?
Yeah, helicopter blade.
Yep.
and then we're gonna give it like a cannon hanging from the bottom, and that's gonna kind of finish. Maybe we'll have like some spikes. I mean, I feel like they're pretty spiky. Bad guys are spiky, good guys are round and squishy.
The back end is like begging to be a drill. I don't know, like if you're.
That is a really good idea. I wasn't even thinking.
That's pretty close to like the one that they have, right? Like the bees in the first one.
Yeah, I'm pulling a lot from the B one.
Yeah.
I shan't lie. Pulling quite a bit.
I like how they'll change the way they look in the different games. Like it'll be the same sort of, Hornet deal, but in each one it'll have its own kind of variation, which is nice.
Yeah, so this is kind of my rendition. If I was on the art team for We Need This Game's Hornet, this would be mine. But then obviously it would have a cannon on the bottom.
Of course.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. I can't make heads or tails of the temperature in this room. I shut the heat off. It feels cold in here.
It does feel a little cold, but I have a thermal, so I'm fine if you guys are fine.
I'm good. It's better than sweating.
True. This is true.
Hey, everybody. Hi, Camillo. Hey, Robert Douglas. Spoilers, the plot in Sonic. Hi, Luisa Darrow, 27. Thanks, everybody, for chiming in. Spoilers, the plot is Sonic tries to get 999 rings in Casino Night Zone. Sonic doesn't do it in time. Definitely. Do you guys have any plans for Sonic for Hire next season? Rooster Teeth doesn't want any more seasons of Sonic for Hire, but...
Because they're losers.
Yeah. I would
Losers.
I feel like they're making the wrong choice for that, but we're doing plenty stuff with Sonic and Tails and characters and stuff like that. Next week, we're going to do Sonic and Tails Review the Movie. That'll come out early next week. Oh, that was just that. So, there'll be more stuff. It just won't be Sonic for Hire per se. And Old Man Sonic is a Dorkly property, so if more of those would come, it would be from Dorkly. They write it, and then we would animate it, but I don't think they're doing any new ones of that.
Do we want to go around the room and give
reviews?
And give a review?
Travis?
Are we giving like serious reviews or am I?
Yeah, do we want to do serious reviews or are we just riffing?
Well, right away, I mean Jim Carrey. Like that's like the first thing that stands out. That boy good. That boy real funny. I laughed out loud a few times, which I wasn't expecting.
Yep.
He was good. I liked the little, they had little references here and there to Sonic with like names of things, and they had the little piano part. At one point, I'm not gonna say when. That was cool.
Oh yes, that was great. Yes,
it was subtle and it was cute.
Yep.
And when he was doing Sonic-like activities, I feel like they pulled that off very well. Like he was doing like some pretty like spectacular shit.
Yeah. Spin dash, rolling up in a ball and stuff. That's pretty good.
Hell yeah! Like the way that they did the character model change, you'd think like, oh wow, this is gonna look weird now. It's gonna be like out of place or whatever. But I mean, he was out of place from the real human characters, but the actual animation of Sonic himself was pretty rad, and I liked it.
Yeah, good effects and stuff. I mean, it was, it's a kids movie, so you can't nitpick it all that much. It's for kids. But they did a decent job with it. I mean, it would have been nice to have it in the Sonic game world a bit more. Maybe if they get another movie, I'm sure they'll maybe go that route or something. But, so from a scale from not so neat to meh to neat.
That's a really interesting scale. All right, I'll do a quick cleanup pass, and I'll pass it on to it.
It's looking good. I like him. I like the cannon on that thing.
Oh yeah.
It has an eyeball on it. All right.
So it's like,
It's
the
in
eye
the
like
Illuminati.
sensitive?
Yeah, it's a conspiracy theory.
Yeah.
So I guess I'll give. So I think I probably liked the movie the least out of the three of us, unfortunately.
I'm pretty lenient with movies.
Where, of course, it was a kid's film, but, as Pixar has proven time and time again, as Studio Ghibli has proven, you can make a good kids movie.
Yeah.
And I just felt like, There were a couple I loved, as Travis said. They did a little Sonic piano bit. I don't know why the entire movie was not just Sonic music.
Yeah.
I know. I was expecting a lot more.
I don't know why. So the opening shot of the Green Hill Zone looked fucking awesome.
Yeah.
And at the end, when Eggman got all crazy, he looked fucking awesome. Sonic looked very good.
Yeah.
They showed Tails at the end. Very briefly, Tails looked great.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just very baffled why, as kind of you said, Mike, why the entire movie just didn't take place in Sonic's world. And they didn't make a Sonic movie.
Right.
Like, they made this is a movie, like, with Sonic in it, kind of? Like, we
were talking to Travis about it this morning. Like, there's a certain thing in certain, like, adaptation, like, kids' movies, like the Smurfs, where they just feel the need to, like, put humans in the world to make it, like, relatable for some reason. But, like, the Smurfs and Sonic have this whole universe. What was it? I don't know. They have this whole universe, like, built already. Just, like, have fun in that universe.
And it's just the whole, like, that decision, and then the decision, I thought they made Sonic's character, like, very annoying and spazzy and, like, oh, like, I'm doing the floss. Yeah. And it's kind of this, oh, like, this is a movie for kids.
Garbage trucks.
And kids like it. Kids are annoying spazzes, so we're going to appeal. It just felt a little... Like, I know that kids would have still loved it. Probably would have loved it more if they made Sonic the cool, suave hedgehog that he is.
Yeah. I think that they're definitely playing it safe, and I think they went a little too safe for a kids movie.
Yes.
It was weird that it was, like, not weird, I guess, but it was just odd seeing it was like a Sega Originals thing. Like, that's their new thing that they're getting into.
Yeah. Maybe they'll do a Space Harrier movie, which would be pretty cool. Sick.
Let's see, what are people saying? I haven't seen the movie, but I feel like it's going to be good. Need more come out. The sequel will be different, I think. Maybe a bit more adventurous than the road trip. Yeah, I think if they get another movie out of it, they'll go crazier with it. They're definitely setting it up for that, which would be fun.
Yeah. Especially with, like, the going through the portals with the rings and all that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it has a lot of, they set it up for some potential, and it looked pretty good, I thought. Like, and I agree, Jim Carrey was, at least for me, like, really the big redeeming quality. He was genuinely very convincing and good as Dr. Eggman. They did let him be weird. I wish that they kind of let because kind of the whole debacle with, like, changing the art style and everything, that was because the art and design team did not have the final say on the design. It was whoever, producers or whoever, the people in charge were, and, let the artists do their thing, folks.
Mm-hmm. Let's see, what else we got? What made you get into voicing Tails? What inspires you? Tails is just my regular voice, but we set him up to be like the wet blanket versus Sonic, who's just like a loose cannon. So the point of him is to be like, the narrator of sorts, or to like ground it a little bit, or just call out Sonic's annoying habits. And so I can just do I just use my regular voice, and then I can get a little high pitch and voice cracky every once in a while, so it can it helps to go against like Sonic, which is Mike Williams' raspy voice. What else? Basically what you're saying is there's a way of doing this, but sometimes the way they do it isn't necessary. Yeah, I still find it funny. Every single cartoon, live action, CGI film has that one car scene where the characters talk. Why is that in every film? I wonder if that's just like easy to do.
Right.
Like the character's not moving around so much. It's like a controlled set,
Yeah.
It definitely had a lot of those kind of like like the opening scene. It's him, like it starts in the middle of the action and then it does the freeze frame. Like, so you're probably wondering how I got like.
It's such an overused thing, but I fall for it every single time when you catch up later in the movie. I'm like, oh yeah, we're caught up.
Oh, I remember. No, I know. I did the exact same thing. I'm like, oh, this is. I feel smart as a
deja vu.
Yeah.
Yep. Let's see. Why do you guys always have that one scene? They always have that one scene. Oh, sorry.
That's it.
What was your guys? Does this dude have a name?
I'll get back.
Yeah, you get back to it.
That's the roundabout way of saying no, he does not.
What was your guys' first animation you ever made besides Sonic? My first one was a short called The Difference Between Cats and Dogs. I think it's still on Newgrounds. If you go to Newgrounds and search that, I think you'll find it. It was just like a short about a cat taking a shit, and the dog comes up and is asking him what he's doing and stuff. It's a typical like sarcastic cat, dopey dog type combo.
The classic combo.
Yeah.
Peanut
I'm
butter and
taking
jelly.
a shit. Yeah. So if you search for that, I think it's still up there. It will you'll see it.
Buzz Bomber. That's a good name.
That's a pretty
Thank
good
you,
one. That's like a classic
Douglas. That's a good name.
Badnik one.
Yep.
Yeah. What was your first animation?
So the first animation I did, kind of my animation experience is making like little GIFs, and I took this like intro to digital media class at UConn, and one of the things we had to make a GIF in Photoshop, so I naturally made a monkey smoking a bong. That's my first animation.
That's weird because there's a monkey smoking a bong in College University.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, and look
Look what happened.
And look what happened.
And
Great
that's
minds
stars
think
align.
alike. Yeah.
Meant to be.
Right.
What about you, Trev?
Makes a lot of sense.
The first like fully finished thing that I did was called Slip Up, and it was about a mouse janitor who is in love with a fox teacher and is being emotionally and physically abused by a cat principal,
Oh my god.
and is made to clean up vomit in the school hallways. And at the very end of the film, the principal slips and falls in the vomit, and he's like, "Oh, Alvarez!" And he's actually voiced by the dude who does the voice for Mr. Swirly and Doug, Bruce Bailey Johnson.
Jeez.
So that was like really sweet to like have like an actual voice actor for like the first like student film project. So
Yeah.
it was pretty sweet.
Damn. That's a complex storyline.
Yep.
That's impressive.
Go big or
some-
go home.
Some subplots, some power dynamics,
That's
Some
right.
vomit.
Yeah.
That's got everything.
Yes.
Yeah.
Weed
that's-
ruins everything. I'm gonna stop you right there. The dog is sarcastic and the cat is dopey.
Let's see. Cactus Badnik. That's a good one. I don't have an idea for a Badnik yet, so I need some suggestions.
A cactus one. That one's pretty good. It seems like there's a big. I was looking at pictures of them before. There's like a big insect theme.
Okay.
A big fish theme. A lot of fish and insects. So that's kind of something to riff on.
All right. Trev's got the crustacean theme going on, which is another one. They've got the crabs and stuff, right?
Yeah, yep, they got the crustacean ones. There's like a pretty cool snail one that I was looking at.
Ooh.
But yeah, maybe we moved more into like the you know what would be kind of cool? Like a Venus flytrap one.
Oh shit.
That'd be pretty dope.
All right, I'm doing that.
Leaning more into the kind of the plant bad guy.
Yeah, so we got more things covered.
Yes. Yeah, that's kind of combined with Mario a little. They kind of do the bad plants.
There's also a Fang. Someone asked to do Fang.
Oh, okay.
If we can make a quick little version of him.
Oh, true, right.
Yeah.
Our boy.
All right, we can do that. Iguana blowing smoke. How do you guys draw glowing eyes? Like in Photoshop? Or it's just like an effects filter, whatever program you're going to use. You can just add like a glow. Hey, thanks, Dan.
Dan the man.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
I feel like glowing eyes much easier to do with color. Obviously, it's more of like a
Yeah.
color thing.
Yup.
Making the eyes white and then doing like using like an airbrush and doing the color like just around the rims. Usually, it's pretty
Yeah.
pretty
it's
good way to
standard.
go. Pretty
Yep.
standard stuff. I would
There's
say.
there's a lot of different ways you can like mess around with it. It's pretty much all based around that. Just like either just like some airbrush stuff, like Austin was saying, you know, like some glow filters. If you're doing it like in a program like Animate or Flash, you can make it into like a movie clip, and then you can add glows to that, or you can just like add some kind of radiating color if you wanted to do it manually.
I'm not giving you guys any
Hi,
money.
Julia. Julia's home today.
Oh, Julia.
Yeah.
That really hits home. I will destroy
ISIS. All right, cool.
Cool.
Thanks, Robert.
Yeah.
Somebody's got to do it.
Someone's got to do it.
I know. I usually draw with pencil and struggle with it. Oh, like pencil. I didn't even think of it like actual drawing. I was just thinking digital art.
I don't even know. Hang on.
Maybe like some. I think you'd have to get some colored pencil in there.
I think, yeah, like if you're doing a glow with colored pencils, it's always like I always do like it's all white to begin with, and then it just sort of like the colors like only slowly appear, like a feathered kind of. Just like really lightly with the colored pencil, do like that kind of deal.
Yeah.
Because if you look at like lightsabers and like movies with like lasers and stuff, the middle part of it, like that negative space, is usually white.
Yeah.
Or like a really, really, really light red or blue or whatever, like, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And then everything else on the outside will be like the blue with like a lighter blue.
Yeah.
Coming off of it.
Let's see here. Have you ever voiced Duck Hunt?
There's a Duck Hunt College Humor thing, I think.
Yeah, we did some stuff, but it wasn't. I don't think we've ever actually done like.
It might not have been your guys' voices.
What was it? I mean, we've done stuff with Duck Hunt. It was like the dog.
Yep.
But it was just like using the laugh.
Oh, gotcha.
So I don't think we have.
I remember seeing that file on the server.
Yeah, I don't think we have. So growing up, animation was your first job you looked at, or was there other interests? Not animation really, just drawing in general. I always loved to draw. And then when I was in college, Flash just started kind of coming out, so that the timing of that worked out great. So then I just started to learn how to animate in there, and then once because I loved cartoons, and then I figured and I liked writing, so then I figured I can make my own cartoons. So then I taught myself how to animate. But it started with just drawing, really. What about you guys?
Yeah, it seemed like drawing would be, if I was going to go to college, seemed like the most fun thing to major in.
Mm-hmm.
And then I didn't really think I had like a chance of getting a job in animation. Like it seemed to either you had to go to Cal Arts or whatever.
Yeah.
And then you emailed me, and here I am.
Yeah.
That's right. I always wanted to do like animation from the very beginning, just because like I would always like play with action figures and like draw comics and stuff, and I always wanted to like make my own stuff. But you know, it's hard to do. So obviously, like I would do like graphic design jobs or like retail, you know.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But I just like never stopped like looking for places to apply to, and like, you know, did internships at places. So over time, like when you have like more of a portfolio, people with actual studios will, you know, you have like a higher chance of being considered if you have more like things for them to look at.
Yeah.
True. I think a really common thread, how you said comics. I also started with comics. I hear that from a lot of people in animation, because comics is kind of just like, I want to make an animation, but I'm one person and I don't want to kill myself. Comics is like,
yeah, it's like a storyboard.
Alternative,
like
yeah.
Super cleaned up storyboard.
And I have heard that from a lot of other, like, oh, you know, I started making comics and then so-and-so at Cartoon Network saw a comic I did and then they brought me on to, that's like a really common,
that's pretty sweet.
Common thread that I'll hear, yeah.
It's not a bad thread. Travis, this Badnik's looking awesome.
Yeah, this
Thank
fucking
you.
rocks.
I'm trying to wrap it up. I know you guys want to hop in here.
I'm just percolating some ideas for my Venus flytrap.
I think I want this to be with some eyelashes.
Sure.
Oh, nice.
I could definitely see this in a Sonic game.
Let's see. Let's catch up here. Hopefully, if things work for me in terms of YouTube, I would love to voice acting for you guys. I do not have acting background. Yeah, I mean, it's really like, if for voice acting, it's just practice and get yourself a decent mic. And that's pretty much it, really. Just practice.
And I think voice acting, I mean, I'm no voice acting expert, but it is kind of cool if it's more of like a natural sounding voice. Because a lot of, it's, I don't know how to explain it, but it can be, sometimes a more natural kind of sounding thing can be a little more interesting than like a very like fully acted voice, I guess.
Yeah, like if you're really getting in, like, if you're doing a character or something, for me anyway, like, it has to be crazy cartoony. Otherwise, it just sounds like my regular voice barely changing.
Yeah.
And it, like, the acting doesn't sound all that good. So it's either just like this voice or something stupid sounding.
Yeah, but I think that's a lot of the appeal of like Sonic for Hire. It's just like you guys talking.
Yeah. Especially, especially between Sonic and Tails, it's just our voices.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then Earthworm Jim is just Alex's voice. It's just like slightly, just more like, except, what's the word I'm looking for?
It's like exaggerated.
Exaggerated?
A little bit.
Thank you. Why can't I think of that word? Let's see. Have you guys ever used Source Filmmaker? I have not. I don't know what that is.
I don't know.
What is that?
What's that?
What is that? Who are you guys?
Yeah. Where
let's
are
get
we?
with the hip new big brand new trend and make a baby Badnik. Oh shit,
okay.
baby Badnik.
That's actually a great idea.
Right, like Baby Yoda.
Yep.
All the rage these days.
We had a baby Eggman in an episode of Sonic at one point for like a second. Robert's asking, so question, the guys from DBZ Abridged had a character say, "No way, brose." Was that a shout out or just a free coincidence that they quoted Crash Bandicoot?
I don't know.
I don't know. I would say.
Have you guys watched like the Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged and like the Dragon Ball Z Abridged
I was never
YouTube things?
No.
They just like people would like take footage from it, but then like they would voice act it and just do like really funny things. That's if I'm thinking of the same thing that they're talking about, I'm pretty sure that's what it is.
Oh, okay. So maybe I don't know.
Oh, I guess Source Filmmaker is a
3D
animation program. The one that I hear thrown around the most is Blender.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because I think is that the free one?
Yeah.
It's free. It's open source. I think people can do stuff with it.
People do really cool stuff with Blender.
Hot dog. So I don't know enough about the DBZ Abridged one with the No Way Brose, but
No way.
if it sounds like Crash Bandicoot, like the same like inflections and shit, it's probably like an homage to it. And if it's just a coincidence, or if it's the same like phrase but it sounds different, it's probably just like coinky dink.
Yep.
I think it's time to get Michael Parker up in this bizarre.
All right, I'm gonna draw that Venus flytrap. What's this?
Yeah.
What's this Lady Badnik's name? What was the first one? Buzz Bomber.
Buzz Bomber, yeah.
I like Buzz Bomber.
This is.
We'll need some suggestions, folks.
Maybe like Pincha or like
Ooh.
Pinchy or like I like Pinch, like
Princess Pinch.
Princess Pinch or like.
That's good.
Nice. All right. So now
Double this up so it's got a little more.
I'm glad that I went last because mine wouldn't have been as on brand as these ones. Hey, thanks, Shaggy.
Hey-o.
This is just a troll, Julia. Take that, Julia.
Yeah.
All right, I'm up.
Sweet.
Me, I'm up.
It's time for the master to step in.
Uh-oh. Pressure's up. Pressure's
Squeeze
on.
it in the
One of those things.
You're good. Let's see the.
You know what we need is a smaller room
Right.
with more weird
Like
chairs
girls.
and mics sticking up all over the place. All right.
You're the only
Can-
mic that we need.
Can you guys do more cooking with Eggman?
Cooking with Eggman? Yeah, we need suggestions.
Knuckles head on tracks.
Let's see here. So I don't want this.
Mr. Boombastic.
I don't want this Badnik to look like the plants, the whatever from Mario. You know?
Right, we got to keep it away from the piranha plant.
Yeah, piranha plant. Thank you.
We didn't forget about your fang, by the way. I think I might be able to splash that out quickly at the end.
Nice.
Because that's how I do.
Right. We could do a Fang Exquisite Corpse.
Ooh, that would be cool.
That would be pretty sweet. I feel like
That is an option.
I want to do
It's
like
not
a
necessary,
I want
but
to do
it's
like
an
a
option.
crime fighting team of like different versions of Fang, you know, where maybe there's like a fat Fang and there's like a tough guy Fang, and then there's like a nerdy computer whiz Fang.
Depending on how quickly we finish, we could all just bust out a quick Fang sketch.
We'll bust out that Fang.
Yeah.
All right. I gotta get my. I can't get the angle right that I want here for my Venus flytrap.
Turtle Badnik is pretty sweet. Turtles are great because they have shells, and you can always like put weapons on the shells, like a Blastoise.
Like a Blastoise, yep. One of the best Pokemon designs of all time. You heard it here first.
Pokemon, like really, like when you first, you know, whenever I like first found out about Pokemon, like that was so dope.
Pokemon fucking rocks, and as the recent designs too are like they're great.
Yeah,
the newest, like you'd think they would have run out of designs by now, but and they've become more like they've like kind of simplified them and like rounded out the edges. They're like very appealing still. They've like kind of very subtly updated the style a little bit. Like they're really doing it.
The shield one is nuts. Have you seen that? Where it's like,
oh yeah,
it looks like it's like I don't know if it's kind of like a mane or like whatever, but it's like it's a shield.
Yeah,
it's like unbelievable.
I'm not crazy about. I like fell off actually playing the games. Just like after playing like my 7th Pokemon game in a row,
it gets monotonous.
It got pretty monotonous, and they like have made them way easier, and like I don't know. I don't think the newer games are quite as good, but the art department is fucking killing it. They're doing it.
Hell yeah, dude. I mean, they've got their act together at this point. Like they know what works. They know like you know how to jazz them up. Even with just color, like some of them look similar, but they're different color palettes, and it's like enough, you know.
Yeah.
Like it's like more of like a badass version of a dog or whatever, you know.
Right.
It's cool.
Yeah, Pokemon is sick. The final take. Make a Badnik like the Pokemon Dragapult that shoots tiny versions of itself, or the small animals, I guess.
That's cool. So it's kind of like a
pull up that Pokemon design.
Like a cargo ship, but it's a living cargo ship. This could be like a freaking series, in all honesty. There's so many different directions to go with the baddies.
The baddies? I gotta pull up your guys' stuff here for some reference. Alright. Oh, I need a face on this guy.
That's
the big thing. Oh, I got an idea. Actually, this doesn't quite make sense where the face
How does it know who to attack?
Oh, no. This totally doesn't make sense because this is where its mouth is.
Oh, sweet. It's like a fly trap deal?
Yeah.
I like it.
What was the name of that Pokemon? It's like Dragapult or something.
Dragapult. Dragapult.
Oh, great design. Check this guy out. And he shoots like.
Oh, sick.
What the?
And it's like a jet. Yeah, it's.
You got a jet face? That's awesome.
It looks like what do you call those kind of jets?
They're doing it. Yeah.
Bomber?
Is it or is it the one that I know I can't remember.
It looks like the UFO or whatever.
Yeah. It's just that as a head. Yeah, they're fucking killing it. And it shoots like mini versions of itself. Wow, great suggestion.
Yeah, that's pretty sick.
This is a dope design.
That's why Pokemon is one of the like continuing to like kill the game, no pun intended, industry, you know?
Right.
Because it's just great. They're like always appealing. They're always like new, and it's like whoa. So there you go.
Yeah, Alex and I, or maybe you were here too when we sat down and we like went through like most of the new Pokemon for the new game.
Oh,
it's like
yeah.
This one's dope. This one's
Yeah,
dope.
yeah.
This one's cool. Yeah.
It was just like there was like the excitement was just like elevating as it went on.
Yeah.
I see future merch happening with these characters.
Oh, yeah.
Some stickers or something.
Yeah.
Some somethings.
Let's get some. What kind of merch do people in the chat like the most?
Yeah.
I really like enamel pins. I have some on my hat where they're like
yeah.
the shape of the. I like those. I like stickers.
They last for so long too. Like that's you put them on your jacket, and it's like years go by, and it's like, yep, still shiny, still dope.
Yeah. Enamel pins are very sick.
But stickers done right can also last for a long time.
Yeah.
As my like sketchbook collection goes on and on, I notice that like I put more and more stickers on the sketchbook.
Yes, that's how I always get I use these sketch wallet things. Where
Yep.
yeah, you have one too, right?
It's on my desk, yeah.
Yeah. And I go through so many of them. I just put a different sticker on the cover of each one.
That's how you know.
And then you can,
I also, my professors always told me to do this, and I didn't really start doing it until recently, and it's freaking awesome. Dating, like the exact day, the exact time, like they do stuff, and then when you're, sometimes, like this has happened to me like more than once, and it's like super bizarre. I'll go into a sketchbook that I haven't used in a while, and I'll draw something in it, and the one before it will be like that same day from like last year.
Oh,
and I'm like, what?
Yeah,
like the last time I did a marker drawing, it was February.
Right. It's like every time you look at the clock and it's 11:11 or whatever.
Yeah. It's bugged out. It's weird how like we're creatures of habit, like to the extent, like even like a year later, it's like you'll do that same thing a year later without knowing it.
One thing I'll see people on Instagram do sometimes I think is cool is they have one of those things where it's like you stamp and then it's the date. And then you like roll the I want to get one of those things.
Those are sick.
It's a very, very clean way to date your sketchbook drawings.
That's like when you mean business, you're like the
very,
label maker, I guess.
Very
is what
clean.
It's called.
You're right. Frying and buying T-shirts. We've been talking about that.
I know.
I
think that's probably like the first one to do.
That's been in the zeitgeist.
What is it? The Burger Time? Is that like
that was that was the Burger Time episode with Knuckles. That's his catchphrase that doesn't make any sense.
It could be like in the Burger Time font, like it pixels or whatever, but it doesn't, you know what I mean? So it's not the exact logo.
Definitely.
But that'd be sick.
I think the big hiccup is like just you can't have like a straight up Knuckles on there or Tails or whatever, Sonic. But like the frying and buying thing is Lowbrow's catchphrase that we made up. So
right.
What if it's like the Knuckles gloves and it's just him holding like a spatula and then it's like him holding money? Or some shit.
So with any of the, at least from my understanding, unless, like, we're fine unless they send us a cease and desist.
Which they do immediately. Like, I did a Rick and Morty thing one time.
Oh, and they got you? I thought it was only, like, if you start selling a good amount, then they get you.
But they ironically told me, like, that they were fine with it. They were like, oh, we did this, and Adult Swim, it's okay, or whatever. Rick and Morty, fun fact, is, like, one of the few people that has a relationship with Redbubble. And they encourage people to do fan art of Rick and Morty like on.
That's how it should be. You're only cool. Like that whole thing of like, oh, you better stop making this Marvel fan art. You're taking some of our business. Like you're giving them business, if anything.
Yeah.
Like
showing your appreciation.
Showing your appreciation for it now. Like maybe I haven't seen a Marvel movie in a while. This reminded me. Like it's only giving them good business, but they clearly I guess don't have enough money already.
Isabel the Pupper wants a Soniqua plushie.
Oh, that would be awesome.
And who doesn't? We need to contact someone on Etsy.
Wow.
Yeah.
That would be so cool to do a plushie of Soniqua. Holy crap.
Right.
If you make plushies and you got some free time.
Seriously.
Hit us up.
Yeah.
A hoodie with the parody characters. A hoodie with the parody characters all wrecked on Sonic's couch and a trippy background.
Yeah, we get pretty crazy with these.
If we make the characters like disheveled enough, I think we can get it moving past that they're the characters, you know?
Guys, Mr. Dutch 93, what's up?
All right, so
Oh, I'm liking this, Mike. This is a good one.
Thank you.
Let's do more. There's still time.
Yeah, we got time. Right?
Do our Fang drawings.
Yeah, we gotta do Fang, because that boy, that Dan,
it's a dope design.
He's like, come on, man. I got your back. I don't want to lie to you.
Yeah.
These are some good Badniks.
These are dope.
Who's, we need a name for him. If anybody's got an idea for the Venus flytrap.
What do we name in the Venus flytrap? Badnik.
All right, who's up for,
you want me to do
what's his face?
I'll do a Fang.
Fang.
I gotta pull up it.
That's fantastic. Fuck you guys, I'm out of here. Fang!
Getting mad at yourself for a bad pun. I'm trying to think of a dumb, like, Venus, like, bot trap Nick or something.
Right.
Something really annoying and bad.
Oh, Frank Teddy. Poor Frank. Frank was the big space worm from Star Wars.
Let me get a reference for Fang.
Yeah.
I know he has a hat. I know he's rocking this hat.
I know he's got a sharp-ass tail and a gun.
Yeah, he has a cork gun.
I think he has like a hat like this, maybe.
Oh, okay. Really good reference.
I don't know.
Eggplant Sonic.
Oh, there you go.
You can get away with Eggplant Sonic.
Thank you, sir.
Sonic riding the flying bike into the sunset with E.T. falling
Let's
off.
do this the right
Oh,
way.
yeah.
We definitely his head is like
Powerful.
very specific. So let's do it like
Fly Snap. That's pretty sweet.
Fly Snap.
Fly Snap.
that's the name right there. Fly Snap.
Fly Snap Nick.
Good job, guys.
Well, let's hear it for the chat.
Dude, between us and the chat people, we got this shit
I
unlocked.
don't know.
Let's hear it for the chat.
Let's give the chat a chance. Or no, give it a hand. Let's give the chat a hand.
Ooh, this will actually be dope to see all of our different takes on. Oh, this is looking good already.
Oh, shit. Oh, I should look up. What's his face?
Fang.
Thank you.
It's a good design. Well-designed character.
Yeah, this is like a. I don't know why I didn't know about this until Sonic the Fighters.
What, do you guys know what game he showed up in? Oh, yeah, he's pretty cool.
I think I've only seen him in Sonic the Fighters, and some of like the first. Oh, you got to give him his one big fang, Travis.
Oh, he's got a fang?
I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
that's what that's supposed to be.
Oh, I tried to turn into a robot mouth and it was not good.
Because some
Oh, yeah,
of
there you go.
like the first Google image search result is like the Sonic Fighters like polygonal. Is that the word? Polygonal model.
The polygonal model?
Polygonal model. So I'm guessing that was kind of his main shtick, was that game,
That makes sense.
which is cool.
Fang neck? Wait.
That's actually the, for anyone who doesn't know this, Waluigi, Wario just needed a partner in Mario Tennis. So they just made fucking Waluigi.
That's
Cool, great character.
Let's just make a classic character by accident.
Ooh, thank you, Dead Dan.
Dead Dan. Thanks, man. Burger Time shirt can say Ryan and buying, and the logo has cash between the burger. That's a good idea. That's a pretty good idea.
Yeah, we are all about that guap at Lowbrow.
Guap, it keeps us alive, y'all.
Yeah.
How else are we going to pay for Popeyes?
Fang appeared in Sonic Mania about 2 years back. Oh, he appeared.
Oh.
He was in that new one, the Sonic Mania game.
Oh no! Damn. And who was the other? It was Fang, and then there was the other like extra character. I'm pretty sure.
Shadow, or is that someone else?
No, it wasn't. It was another like obscure character that I had never heard of. I didn't realize it was also Fang.
Interesting.
Did you play that game, Mike? Sonic Mania?
No, I wanted to. It looked like they did the proper retro job on it. You know.
I thought it was great. I got stuck on the final boss fight
Mm-hmm.
and lost interest in trying 100 times to beat it. But everything else, the final boss should be fucking hard.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was great. The intro sequence by Studio Yada.
Oh yeah, they're fucking awesome.
Yeah, they like great intro sequence.
Yeah.
Like somebody said turtle shell before, so I'm just going to put him on a turtle shell.
All right. Cool.
All right.
And then, and then like...
Yeah, checks out.
Yep.
Come on, Trav.
Fang, Bean, and Bark. Really?
Oh,
wow.
Bean,
Okay,
alright.
that makes a lot of sense.
So the Sonic the Fighters game is more recent than Sonic Mania, then, right?
No, so
No.
Sonic the Fighters.
Oh, that's when it first, and then they brought it.
Yeah,
into,
so
okay,
that,
gotcha.
but I didn't realize that because I remember like seeing those guys in Sonic Mania, being like, who the fuck are these guys? Yeah, I remember getting the Sonic like mega collection game for GameCube where it was like a bunch of like old Sonic games.
Sonic the Gems collection. That's what the...
Yes,
yeah.
that's what it was. And Sonic the
Ah.
Fighters was one of the games in the Gem collection
Gotcha.
when I was a wee lad and had a GameCube.
Rogelia says one of the heavies turns into Fang, Bean, the Dynamite, and someone else whose name escapes me during the boss fight. Interesting.
Very cool. We never got a chance to do the story mode, so... We gotta... get
Right,
familiar.
story mode
Yeah.
for Sonic the Fighters. Story modes and fighting games.
Oh, this is a
Um,
Fang Badnik?
Yeah, I'm just turning him into
Okay.
a robot. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Alright, I'm here for it.
Once you saw the cannon, you're like, oh, okay.
Okay, because when you said turtle shell, I was like, oh, he's gonna be like surfing on a turtle shell.
Oh, you know what this
Yeah,
son
that's
of a
what I
bitch
thought.
needs?
Yeah.
You know what this son of a bitch needs? A
Spikes.
fucking propeller.
You're not wrong.
Son of a bitch.
Right. Very sick.
He's looking good.
Yeah, this is some good Fang fan art.
Yep. Fang art. That's the same word. Never mind.
It's just the same word.
One extra letter.
Thing here, I don't know.
Yeah, so this is when Fang... So is Fang a good guy or a bad guy?
That's an excellent question. It would seem like he's a bad guy.
He's a sniper, and those are, in the Sonic world, this sounds like, anybody with a weapon is to be feared,
Maybe he's like kind of like Shadow. Like, is Shadow a good guy?
Right, like he's towing the line a little
I
bit.
think they have more like plot elements in the later games involving those side characters. I remember they were trying to do that big, like, okay, we're bringing back the Sonic franchise. And they released this game. It was just called Sonic the Hedgehog. I think it was for Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3.
That game was sick, actually.
Was it good? I remember at least, reviews, take them all with a grain of salt, because some games will get dope reviews and I think they suck. But I remember the reviews at least were not very kind to the big Sonic reboot.
I think they just wanted something new, and it felt like a revamped Sonic Adventure from like what I remember.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Which was a pretty sweet game, like for what it was,
I really liked my favorite Sonic game, hands down, is Sonic Rush for the Nintendo DS.
Oh man,
was my favorite
DS
one.
is sick, dude.
That one was very, very dope.
I missed the boat for like having a DS, but so many games that are on DS are the shit.
Yeah, there were a ton of very, very good ones. And then they released a lot of like Nintendo 64 games for the DS. That was very cool. So I was too young to have a Nintendo 64, but then I got to play like Super Mario 64 and like Ocarina of Time and Star Fox 64.
Hell yeah.
Was the DS different than the 3DS?
Yes. So I also had a 3DS, which was also a very good game system. The 3DS was pretty wild, where it had like the 3D. Like, I would usually turn it off just because it was like a little like distracting, but it was pretty cool. Like that they were able to, I don't know how they did it, but that you didn't wear glasses and it was like pretty convincing.
We did. Bear Shark was for the 3DS.
Oh shit!
So
really?
we worked with a 3D artist, and he would take our stuff, like we would set it all up in layers and then give it to him, and he would work his magic in like After Effects, be like, whoop,
That's
and it's
sick.
like now it's 3D.
Oh, right.
And fun fact, Studio Yota.
It's YOTTA.
Yeah,
I don't know how it's pronounced.
They worked with us on that as well, which was fun.
Very dope.
If you guys don't know what we're talking about, look up Bear Shark it's probably on YouTube, right?
I think so. Yeah.
Oh man, that was badass.
Those aren't in 3D on YouTube.
Yeah.
Just a heads up.
Unfortunately.
But it was pretty wild. Like, you could test it out. Like, he would send 3D files, and I just had like a shitty pair of like the paper 3D glasses.
Oh
and
yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
It was pretty cool. Like,
to
plan it out and stuff, so it would actually work okay. And like some stuff would like leap from the the box that you're watching it in like a little bit, and then the biggest thing was just like depth of field. Like, you can really get a sense of like there's separation between these elements and stuff. It's pretty cool.
That is very cool.
So I'm gonna wrap this up so that someone else can pop in here and do some more hot shit.
Great Fang take. I think I just need to draw Fang standing in that really dope pose.
Oh yeah, you gotta get him in the pose.
So I gotta pull up that picture of Sonic from Sonic Riders. Just like the coolest pose.
Yeah.
That's one thing. One of the many things that anime does extremely well is they just know what cool poses are. It's like, how did you know that would look that cool? Like, goddamn.
It's like, should we do this pose? It's like, you should do this rad pose instead.
It's like, I never would have thought.
Fang has become the ultimate life form, the Fang Copter. It's Majin Fang. Skis, it needs skis. Hey, Nick sent us $3. Thanks, Nick.
Thank you, Nick.
And a dancing avocado.
Thank you.
Or a pair?
Wow.
I'm going to say...
Travis, you can make our guys smaller if you want.
I was going to say, yeah, I got to figure out my life over here.
Do what you gotta do. Maybe make them smaller, move them at the top, and then we'll have the fangs at the bottom.
Yeah, let's just assume that there's going to be 2 other guys. We'll just put them like this.
We can end after Austin's one. I'm not sure, because we're cutting 2.
Getting close.
Now.
All right.
No doubt. So let's be one more next to my
Yeah.
guy.
That'll work.
I'm proud of these, man.
Shell Fang, Fangcopter, some good stuff. Good names. All right, get it.
Your phone's right there.
Fang wearing an infinity gauntlet that uses the emeralds instead of stones. That's some straight up fan art. That's pretty.
That is?
Yeah. That's the melding of universes.
You guys are lucky right now because my breath is like kicking. And
It's filling the room.
the people in the live chat don't have to smell it, but I apologize to my 2 coworkers right here.
Is that garlic?
I can just taste it.
Yeah,
You know
is
what?
that
It's-
carrots?
I only
You had
had
carrots earlier?
I only had coffee today, and it was the McDonald's McCafe like that you buy in the store.
Oof.
So that's why it's stinky right now.
Makes a lot of sense. Yeah, that fucking Sonic pose.
All right. Hey, Wyatt.
Alright.
Thanks for joining us. Fang next to be revived. Fang is next to be revived on Sega.
Dude, I would buy that. Even if it was just like a game for the phone or whatever. Just Fang, just killing people as Fang.
Sniping people.
Yeah. Like, yeah, he takes the law into his own hands.
It's true.
It's like, you'll never get Eggman, but I will, with my rules,
Yeah.
my way.
You have a good anime acting voice
Yeah.
that you can do. It's like emphasizing every other word in there.
You don't know how to eat popcorn like I do, you stupid son of a bitch.
Fuck yeah, dude.
My name's Setsu Kaiba. Fuck your mother.
Oh my god.
Sorry.
No, I'm the other guy that you're yelling at.
Oh, my God. That's right, your mother.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I don't have it right.
Holy fucking shit!
My Uber's taking way too long to get here. Looks like I'm gonna be late for my dance
That's like-
party.
They're like, so fucking yeah, those noises.
Oh, man.
Oh my god. Shaggy says White Castle coffee's better than McDonald's coffee. There's no White Castles around here. I can't attest to that.
Now that I've bought that McCafe stuff, I feel like anything is better than it. It's pretty disgusting. It's more milk than coffee when I drink it because I can't handle it.
Yeah. Wyatt's asking, so what are you guys' thoughts on the coronavirus?
I can pop off about that.
Yeah, that's a whole other thing.
I feel like without going way too crazy deep into it, I feel like it's definitely like worse than what they're saying. But, you know, I feel like we'll be all right because we're going to be all right. That's it.
You get the right people under there quarantining people who are infected with it,
Yeah.
it'll either pass or it will consume all of us.
I think they're blowing it way out of
I mean,
proportion.
it's a
Like,
storyline for sure.
it's definitely
Yeah.
a story. So many more people die and contract just the normal flu every year.
Yeah.
Like, so many people die from that, but now it's this, like, ooh, this scary thing from China. Like, where, like, and even if you get it, like, you're not gonna die. Unless you have, like, an immune deficiency or, like, you're old or, like, or, you know, you're gonna be fine.
A bunch of the U.S.
If
people
you
did
get
not
it.
die. They're just like
Yeah.
fair condition from like what they said.
Like, it's just a new sickness, but it's just,
Hey, thanks, Dad Dan.
yeah, I don't know.
All right,
Damn,
man.
dude.
Have a good day at work, man.
What a guy.
We'll keep frying and buying.
keep it real.
Eggman needs a monocle. He needs 2 monocles. One on each eye.
2 monocles.
Glasses.
That's a sweet ball.
Fang sitting on Barack Obama's shoulders with all the emeralds, some real old school deviant art stuff.
And then he just has really fucking sick legs.
We need a Corona Badnik. Oof. Oof. Oof, magoof.
Oh man, so many ideas.
You know what's crazy? A weird thing about a weird like side effect of the coronavirus is all the products, all the cheap ass products that come from China, like nothing's leaving China, so it's affecting all these weird like sub industry type stuff.
Oh,
Not even
man.
sub industry stuff. Like my wife does a lot of photography for WWE, the wrestling network, and all their merchandise is like made in China, and they can't get anything, so it's like slowing all this shit up. It's all like this weird
Damn.
like extra stuff that you don't think of.
Right.
Yeah, China goes hard.
What the heck did I walk into? Yeah, we're just drawing and chatting about global pandemics. You know,
Yes.
You know,
the usual light talk.
The usual.
It's a Friday.
we're all gonna die.
Yeah.
So what is this art? Eggman being a coward? So this is, to catch you up, Wyatt, this is Fang, the sniper? Fang the sniper, Sonic character. This was a request that came in. Yesterday we were playing Sonic the Fighter, and he was dominating in that game. Austin was Fang. And so now we're just doing a couple different sniper fan arts.
Some fan art.
Austin's working on the super extreme pose.
Oh yeah.
You think that? Thanks to them. You keep surprising us with the donations, man. Appreciate it.
Oh my God.
I know.
What?
You're the best.
Really coming through, man.
If anybody else wants to be the best, then you gotta beat Dead Dan.
It's a contest.
You know, it's Valentine's Day. If you really want to show the appreciation, I mean,
White, if you after this is posted, you can rewind, and we were drawing some new Badniks. Maybe I've just been ignoring it. It feels like the whole Ebola thing a few years back caused a little more panic than the coronavirus. I think the Ebola is just like scarier sounding.
well, because it was like bleeding from the eyes.
Yeah,
and,
like
people
the
throwing up
symptoms were
blood.
like crazier, right?
Shit was crazy.
Because the coronavirus is essentially like a flu. I don't know.
Yeah, they've never actually. It's just like, oh no, it's from China. Like it just seems like it's
Yeah,
I don't know. It's just like an excuse to
I
like
know.
be a little racist.
So the
but-
Sonic movie.
Right. Yeah. Let's bring it back.
Let's bring it back. Huh?
Bring
Let's
it back
bring it home
to the
last,
Sonic movie.
Last 5 minutes or so.
That's right. Well, Sonic was on the Great Wall of China to segue.
Oh, that's
Good,
true.
very-
And then he came right back to the U.S., so
Right.
he passed customs
Yes.
and a quarantine.
Guess there's not going to be a sequel.
The sequel is like James Marsden's getting sick and he doesn't know why. Dan! Oh, Dan just beat his own top donation, man. Thanks, dude.
Wow.
Appreciate it.
I don't know what to say.
I know. Very, very kind of you.
This just makes us want to draw more and more and do more and more live streams.
I know.
Exactly.
Yeah, Lime Soda Sonic does have the virus. Is the movie worth going to? It depends. If you're, I don't know. I don't know how old you are, Mr. Dutch. But if you're like a Sonic fan and you're just going to just like see it, I don't know if you're gonna really super enjoy it. Like kids will like it. It's a kids movie.
Yeah, I mean, like if you're not really doing anything else, and
Yeah.
you just want to kick it, and you got like friends with you, and you're not like alone,
Right.
you might want to see it. But if you're by yourself and you're like older than, I don't know,
Then
Well,
nine.
still-
Then 9.
Yeah.
if you're old enough to go by yourself, then you probably shouldn't.
Damn.
I mean, what's his face is really good in it. Jim Carrey, he really like goes all out as Eggman, so that's great.
Yeah.
But it's otherwise it's like fine. It's passable.
Yeah.
So it might be like a wait to see it on, TV or something like that.
Oh, definitely.
So when is the next Sonic and Tails reaction video? We wrote a review for the Sonic movie this morning and recorded it this morning. We're gonna animate it over the weekend and stuff, and we'll get it out early next week, probably Tuesday. Shooting for Tuesday for next week.
That's right.
Yeah. And it's probably like 3 or 4 minutes long or something like that. It's the same format as like the Reacts video that we do, except this one's more like a movie review.
Oh, I forgot the thumb. Read the script. Can confirm it's good.
Good, yeah. Good answer. It's great. I'm glad that was a good answer for you, Mr. Dutch.
Yes.
Jim Carrey is the only person who can save us from the coronavirus. Quick, we must buy in living color merch. Oh my God. This is a very different topic, but I think I brought it up before that in Liar Liar. You guys know that movie Liar Liar that Jim Carrey's in?
Yeah.
There's a scene where there's like something happened and there's like police and emergency vehicles there and stuff, and there's like a crowd there. And Jim Carrey is in the background as Fire Marshal Bill, his character from In Living Color. And he's just like he's like dead center frame, but he's just in the background, and there's like 2 other people talking, and he's making like the face, and he's got like a fire marshal hat on, and he's just like talking like this. It's fucking hilarious.
Oh my God. That's really cool.
Yeah,
I didn't
it's
know
funny,
that.
man.
I saw the movie in theaters. He has like the claw, that one where he's like doing it to him and the son. He does like
Oh
that
yeah,
claw.
yeah. Yep.
That movie's sick.
That's good. Let's see. Every time someone talks about James Marsden in the Sonic movie, for a quick second, I freak out and think they say James Marsters and think, who the hell is
Spike
playing it?
The dude from Buffy. He's also Piccolo in that Dragon Ball movie.
Oh, okay. I didn't know who that was.
That poor guy, man.
Imagine getting backhanded by Knuckles. Does Knuckles just have boxing gloves on?
He has 2 spikes.
Oh, he's got spikes. Okay. Well,
you would be dead, probably.
Yeah. Favorite old comedy show? You mean like sitcoms and stuff?
I Love Lucy, probably, right?
Yeah, I Love Lucy.
It was so good for so long.
It's funny. That was on like 2 days ago. I was just watching like 5 minutes of it, and in classic form, like Lucy did something that was going to like get Ricky mad, and they're just casual like saying like she's trying to figure out a plan. And she's like, well, I'm going to hold my son because Ricky wouldn't hit a woman who's holding a baby. And, like, it gets laughs. I'm like, you can't really say that.
Yeah, what's up?
Yeah. What was that? What? Ricky beats you?
Yeah.
Are you okay?
Is that you good? Yeah, just making
Or, like, when Ethel leaves, like, Ricky comes home, she's like, well, I got to go because you're going to get beat.
Oh, my God, Dan. I thought you had to go to work. My clothes aren't ready. What'd you guys think of the Batman test teaser? I don't think I saw the actual teaser. I saw, like, the still shots.
I don't know what I'm more shocked from. It's either the amount that you're donating or the Batman test. I have to see that immediately. Is he in the suit? If he's in the suit, we need to like.
I saw like
doing
the
this.
chest part of the suit, and the bat symbol is made from the gun that killed his parents. So that's pretty heavy duty.
Whoa. Whoa.
Yeah, it's a bit.
Yeah,
it's a
I'm
bit
curious to
hardcore.
see how that is because I will say
Seriously, that
Rob
is the goat.
Pattinson. Like, I know he's just kind of known for, like, Harry Potter and Twilight.
Yeah.
Like, he's been in other
Outside
movies
of those
since
things,
then.
he's awesome.
He's an incredible actor.
Yeah.
Like, I watched
totally agree.
Good Time and I watched The Lighthouse. And he was, like, he played such, like, wild roles and they're so different. And, like, he really nailed it. So I am curious
Definitely.
to see. We were just talking about that earlier, how, like, you know, everyone was like, oh, like, Heath Ledger is the Joker, like, ooh, you know, like, that's,
give it a second,
like,
man.
that's gonna
Like,
suck.
watch it, yeah.
You think we would have learned by now?
Let's see. Funny that he played Piccolo in Dragon Ball Evolution because Marsters actually went on to play one of the cooler villains in the English dub of Dragon Ball Super about a decade later.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Super is awesome. I still like to this day like haven't had a chance to sit down and watch it because anything that I know is going to go on for a long time, I'm hesitant to sit down and watch because I just know it's going to consume a large portion of my life.
I gotcha. Let's see. Is the Sonic movie making you hungry for Olive Garden? Their breadsticks are fucking great. I haven't been to Olive Garden in like a decade.
I was there a few weeks ago. It's
Really?
it's something to write home about. Yeah.
All right,
What
this
do
is
you got? What do you got?
my fan art.
I love it, man. That pose, hand on the hip, big features, you know, big limbs.
Big attitude.
Yeah.
Big attitude.
I'm sure that guy isn't a snake with shoes on.
He could be.
Could be.
I know. Right?
Well, some people are saying this.
Fang had a relationship with a snake character while on his adventures, and this is the son/daughter. Could be anything.
Sure. All right. Let's see. Let's get that lineup up there. Look at this.
Bye.
I love it.
Here you go, folks.
Oops, no, it's all right. We don't need that.
Yeah, it's all right.
You too can do this in 1 hour.
Oops.
Whoops.
Maybe we don't actually need that. All right, there we go.
I dig
Awesome.
it. That's pretty sweet.
Pretty sweet, guys. So that's about wrapping it up for today. Thank you, everybody, as always, for tuning in. We love it. Appreciate it. And we'll be back next Thursday with a stream, and Friday with another stream, and Tuesday with Sonic and Tails review the movie.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thanks, everybody. Dead Dan, you are insane.
The MVP of the stream.
The greatest of all time.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thanks, everybody.
Some
Honestly,
people are
everybody who
saying
donated. Really appreciate it. You guys are awesome. And we will see you guys next time.
That's all she wrote.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.